Now, Tumi's really been trying to play in the big leagues. They've dropped a few solid fragrances. They're really going for that overall mass appeal DNA that isn't going to offend anybody. Let's keep it 1,000. Like, they got the luggage game on smash. Believe it or not, I think I read somewhere, and I could be wrong, but I heard that if you buy an expensive ass piece of luggage from Tumi and something happens to this joint, the lifetime guarantee is so diesel that you can bring it to the Tumi spot for a replacement. And if this piece is discontinued, they'll just give you the comparable one free 99. Like, here, take it. I mean, if you're gonna be spending $11,000 for a suitcase, that warranty better be on fleek. Now, I got about 3 of their fragrances so far. I believe it's Awaken, Continuum, and Unwind, I believe is the other one, and they were all solid. One of the coolest caps in the fragrance space with that locking mechanism, right? So they just dropped another fragrance called Tumi 19 Degrees. Not to be confused with the boy band 98 Degrees. I feel like those dudes lived in wife beaters. I'm not gonna front. I just Googled the name because I forgot. I knew it was something degrees, and this is the image that shows up. Vocals. Who's this dude? Yo, your man was just a placeholder. Hi, I'm Justin. Nobody wanted to fuck me. But let's roll my fucking music so we can check out if 19 Degrees by Tumi is the star or it's just a dud cash grab. Don't let me down, Tumi. We're all alone. Friends on the south side, in case you cared. Out of all your friends, I wanna be Cuba. Bless you morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This is your boy, C to the U to the B to the A.
Biggest in the game.
Tumi 19 Degrees, a fragrance that I have not smelled as of yet. I looked up the notes and it seemed actually quite sexy. And I know what kind of vibe Tumi's already going for. They're going for the easy to wear, dumb reach, mass appeal, crowd pleasing scent profiles, which there's nothing wrong with that.
He ain't lying.
They're like, yo, our reputation is stellar. We're not trying to F this shit up by dropping some beastie oody animalic scent profile that nobody gives a shit about. We want to appeal to the masses. Yo, come pick up a $7,000 piece of luggage and get a free fragrance.
Fucking liar!
They got a bunch of accessory and some nice leather goods, so might as well keep the fragrance in that lineup to have a nice overall collection of goods serviced by a particular brand. So let's unbox this puppy. I took the cellophane off joint, but I haven't smelled this as of yet. But I did see the picture of the presentation, and this bottle is definitely the flyest looking bottle. It kind of has that matte black luggage type look. And again, one of the coolest open mechanisms for a cap. You gotta twist it, pop it right open. So it's that security latch. I mean, that's ASMR right there.
This is exactly what I've been waiting for.
It ain't coming off unless you... This thing is awesome. Sounds like a pistol. I got some of the scent already. Kind of a recognizable scent. I'm gonna jump right in. Right from rip, I know where I'm going with this. Let me get a test strip because something's going on here that's a little unusual. And you know when I start scratching the back of my neck or my ear, something's up. And let me explain why. Let me pull up the notes. So Tumi has the fragrance listed as a Swedish raspberry saffron scent with sandalwood, musk, and birch water. But playing with the cap right now, I got a waft of a very familiar scent profile, which I'm going to confirm right now and see if they're really trying to hit a very popular scent, if you know what I'm talking about. Yes, somewhat. It's kind of on the Aventus or Aventus cologne kind of space with a more kicked up sandalwood kind of energy. It's actually sexy. It's a little bit more dirty. I'm smelling like a borderline underline patchouli essence out of this joint. The sandalwood is very prominent along with that leather nuance, and there's nothing indicated there as far as bergamot or pineapple, but I am picking that pineapple-ish raspberry tartness, giving it that Aventus-ish kind of DNA. It's not an Aventus full clone, but those of us that have been around that scent profile are gonna pick it up instantaneously and might automatically disregard it as an Aventus-ish clone. But what we seem to forget is that there's a lot of nuances there that remind us of Aventus based on its popularity and its mass appeal all over the world, that don't necessarily have to be an Aventus clone. But what just happened to me is gonna happen to anybody who smells this fragrance. They're gonna be like, oh, it's Aventus. And if you have a bunch of clones and other Aventus fragrances, you might automatically disregard this shit. And I'm not gonna try to do that right now because I've been an Aventus hater for a minute as far as like on camera, but I don't hate the fragrance. It's just I'm talking shit about it. But how are we gonna front on the most popular niche fragrance out? We can't. Now, although it has that kind of reminder of Aventus, it is not a clone. As a matter of fact, it's changing quite rapidly on this test strip currently. It's becoming a lot more leathery and raspberry prominent, still that sandalwood being the beast there. And the birchwood is providing what I'm assuming is that patchouli-esque kind of dirtiness to it. Tumi is definitely keeping the same energy with this scent profile as the others. Mass appeal, don't think about it too much. We're staying sexy. We're sticking to a fragrance we know is going to work. But so far, this one might be the best one out of the lineup. I can see this one easily getting the popularity that they're looking for in that fragrance space. They're looking for that one signature piece, that potential notoriety, which is probably why the presentation on this one looks so modern, sleek, alien-esque, suitcase reminder. But this shit is kind of fly, man. I'm not gonna front. Smelling so many Aventus interpretations and clones, I can start pinpointing and dissecting differences in it, and this one definitely has them. And if it's popping off on the test strip, definitely gonna do that on skin. Let me do a quick skin test just to see what kind of energy we working on here. All right, let me let this puppy air out. Oh, woof, heavy sandalwood and suede. Nice element of sweetness coming off, little bit of tart. I feel like I can smell the fuzz on the raspberry. That's how nice this joint is. It's very good actually. It's really separating itself from that DNA on paper, and it's becoming a little bit more leather. Still got that dirty element. The sandalwood is still popping like crazy. A very, very mild spiciness, but I don't really see a saffron. The raspberry is here, but I get more of a tartness and a mild sweetness. I get a lot of elegance, sexy time, and signature scent worthy with this joint. This is, yeah, by far this one's going to be the most popular one in the lineup for sure. As a new release, I think they went with a really smart choice in using this DNA to be their standout piece. I don't know for a fact that it's going to be or that it's meant to be their standout piece. Based on the presentation, look, and the scent DNA that they chose, it's definitely gonna be the one. This is a full ball spray. It's a very good scent profile. It's definitely gonna have some hater energy, but if they look past it and really let it work on the skin and let it do what it does, you're gonna start seeing there's a sleeper gem in this fragrance that I'm not sleeping on it. Listen, maybe Tumi will send me a bag or something. Ball spray. Fucking love this top. This shit is like, it's like a fidget spinner that smells good. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. I'll leave a link in the description if you're interested in testing this particular piece out, and let me know your thoughts about the Tumi fragrances and if you sampled this one right now. Is it the DNA that we're talking about in the Aventus vibe, or did you like any other of the Tumi fragrances, or might this be the signature one that puts the Tumi brand in the fragrance space, finally giving you a little bit of a leg up? I'll see y'all stitches next time. You know it is biggest in the game. I gotta go take a shit. Sorry, camera's still rolling. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? Wanna know who's gonna pass the test? Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, Motorola start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.